To get us started, let's go back a bit. How did you find Kronk's true voice in this moment? Like, how do you manifest Kronk?
I was so inspired. I grew up just, living and loving Disney. My earliest memories are Disney. So I had an opportunity to be in a Disney film. And, I got 4 pages. You're all very secretive with your...
That's all we had.
Yeah, but Kronk and Yzma, I had to figure out who Kronk was, and they showed me some art, and then just decided, came up with some ideas of what Kronk might have sounded like. And it occurred to me not long ago that, Kronk could have sounded dark, which would have been curious. We're gonna miss the dessert that I worked so very hard. That might have been an interesting angle to go, but just decided to make him a little bit sweeter. Poison. And they seemed to respond to that, and then I was very, very excited, yes, I have to thank Dave here to my left. He's the one who came up. If it wasn't for Dave, I wouldn't have, but it's such to get to work with, Mark and Randy and Dave and Don and John here, these amazing, talented artists, and Disney always brings the best together, so it was such a great opportunity.
We're so glad you said yes, but I don't know if you know this, it's hard to believe this now, 25 years later, but there was a moment when the studio was like, do we really need this Kronk character? What is that all about? So, Dave, I think you should tell this story about this.
So we were
animated roles, wasn't it? It was early in your animation career, and what's it like now? Because I think I was trying to keep up with your IMDb page. I'm scrolling and scrolling. Because you've voiced so many amazing characters. What does it feel like to be the voice of this pop culture icon, but so much now? It's amazing.
Well, Kronk will always be the most special, really, truly. And so I can say that 25 years later, it was just such an amazing opportunity, and so special to be a part of that. And I love it. I love doing what I do, but there's always going to be a very special place, in my heart for that. But it was right in the beginning, I did Buzz Lightyear start coming on the TV show, because I wasn't going to do it, so I immediately signed on to be the poor man's Buzz. Then when Emperor's New Groove came along, that was really special.
Captain who?
It was really fun to watch Patrick record, because you'd look at a line, you'd start, and you'd sort of back up, and it just felt like you were sort of just feeling it out, and then finding that rhythm. And it was, we just sat there with big smiles on our faces.
The way it was
the whole time.
The way it was set up was Mark was on the recording floor, and then Patrick was right next to him, just behind the mic, and I was behind this glass in the control room. And the first time he came in, when we were pitching to try to get him in the movie, he came in, and there was other people that the studio wanted, but we were so locked on him, and he came in, he just looked at me and he goes, "Hey, Yzma." And Mark turns around to me like, and he got ready to go, keep going. And we knew from the,
we
said
yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
That was it.
And I just have to add that this movie, there was no script, which is really rare today. We would just come to work. We had a beat board of drawings. Some of those, like that one of Cusco there in Yzma, I think might have been one of them. So we kind of knew what we were doing. We would just come to work every day and go, okay, so what's the next scene? And we would talk about it. Dave would go right in, and then we get it boarded. I have to, I'm grateful the studio trusted that we would have a movie at the end of the film. But I have to say, for Patrick, he and the other actors only got, like you said, 4 pages. I don't know that if you ever asked or if I could explain what was going to happen at the end of this movie, but just your willingness to go along and just go with it is so appreciated, because that just made it so much fun. You weren't worried, so we didn't worry, and I don't know. I just felt like, I always say this movie was like we were at the kids' table at Thanksgiving dinner, and we just got to laugh and have fun as long as we didn't break any dishes.
Hello, Gelato Familia. We are back with another Out of Theater review. This time, we're at the El Capitan for the 25th anniversary of Disney's The Emperor's New Groove.
Yes.
And I have to say, I said this before and I'll say it again. I grew to appreciate this movie more as I gotten older, because I think a lot of the slapstick kind of screwball jokes, you don't really get as a kid. And Disney hasn't made a movie like this since then. And we got a lot of information from actually the creators themselves, because they did a little panel before the movie, and Patrick Warburton, the voice of Kronk, was here as well. So that was really cool. And a music composer and some of the writers. And they said that literally they made this movie in a year and a half, which is completely unheard of, especially like in the time frame of it being a 2D animated movie.
Yeah.
And they were just kind of reminiscing of like how they came up with scenes and the characters and how the actors came on board, and
they almost did not have Kronk, actually.
That is true. We just found that out today that Kronk was almost going to be an exile character.
Yeah.
But they felt that there was potential there, and they convinced the executives that with one scene in particular, and it was the dinner scene.
Yeah.
When they were trying to kill Cusco. And the executives loved it, and everyone actually was like outward laughing. So I mean, they enjoyed it. So they thought, well, the audience would enjoy it. So they ended up keeping Kronk. But yeah, I absolutely love The Emperor's New Groove. As I said, is it like top-notch Disney animation? Is it top-notch storyline? No. But it's just a feel-good, fun movie. And I was very curious to see this, not just because of it being the 25th anniversary, but here at the El Capitan, no one holds back. Like, they laugh, they shout out lines, they get real involved. And the type of movie that Emperor's New Groove is, I really wanted to see how people's reaction was. Because I know where I laugh in the movie, but sometimes you can find something even more funny when you're laughing as a group.
Yeah.
You know, so it was really good. All in all, the movie itself, I give it 8 out of 10. Just for what the movie is and everything. I know people and critics would probably give it much less, but for me, it's a strong 8.
For the comedy and what it is, I give it about like a 7.5, 8 as well.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
just, I find it funnier, now that I'm older.
Yeah, you get the jokes and you appreciate it more. David Spade, Patrick Warburton, John Goodman, the late, great, wonderful Eartha Kitt. You know, they all did phenomenal jobs as their characters. And this wasn't going to be a real long review, because obviously the movie has been out for 25 years. That's what we're celebrating. Its silver anniversary. But it was really cool to see it in theaters, because I didn't get to see it in theaters when it first was released in 2000. So it was nice to see it on the big screen. And what more better to do it than at the El Capitan? Like, that was awesome. And we got the Q&A in the very beginning, and we also got the credentials right there. Then we got the Rice Krispie treat that's shaped like the supposed poison potion, but it's the llama potion. And then as we left exiting, we got these lithographs.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
It's a nice event to go to.
Yeah. So
the El Cap, they hold a lot of these events.
Yeah, they're very popular. So definitely, if you're in the area, definitely, if there's a movie you want to see and check out, definitely see it at the El Cap.
You should see the display they have for Zootopia 2.
Yeah, they're really decking it out for Zootopia 2. So it's probably going to be a madhouse. And but unfortunately, we're not going to see it here. But we are going to see Zootopia 2. And little teaser, we got something special in part of our wardrobe attire when we do go and see it. So definitely check out that when it is released on the channel. And want to thank Disney, El Capitan, D23 for hosting this special event. And that is our out of theater review of the 25th anniversary of Disney's The Emperor's New Groove. This is Abby. I'm George the Disney Italiano. And as I always say, in Disney Italiano fashion, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Disney. Italiano out.